or so is going to have that solid advantage, which could be kind of annoying for the PL, especially on the first few waves, because the Underlord, he does hit hard. And Ramses can secure a good amount of denies in that lane.
I think having a good positioning in the lane is really important when you're playing versus Lich right now, because once you hit that level 2, it's just the kill threat is there immediately. Like, you have that constant slow, you're already going to be harassed a lot from the constant Frost Blast that come out from you in the laning phase, so I like this already with those fissure blocks. He's not going to have to be so worried. He should be able to get at least a start for level 2. And we'll see Weehaw immediately start to try to bully. As we said, that Necrophos matchup pretty good versus that Storm. And a crit actually gets a courier slip.
Yeah, nice little find as well. The courier did have that sentry on.
Ooh, nice.
Make sure they're able to protect that vision for that little bit longer.
Yep, make sure that they can even block the pole camp. It's actually just a body block for the time being. They use their ward actually just for vision in the initial. But yeah, no pullback, so that's going to be pretty important that Kuroki can actually reset the positioning of the lane, which is super good for Ramses. And he's already got 7 last hits on that Underlord to start it off.
Oh, it's easy getting some good trading done down here bottom.
Yeah, and Mind Control actually unable to get a lot of the last hits. It's actually GH who got the majority. He's got 4 of them at the start here. Spamming for those range creeps every single time.
I mean, out of these two side lanes, is there, which carry is going to be the happier? Who's having the better time in the safe lanes?
I'm not sure if either one is going to be unhappy. I think they're both going to be able to farm pretty decent. I guess Slark is... I think Slark might be a little bit happier just because Underlord's got these fissure blocks, but not too sure. They're both going to get pressured so much, and now Fly actually just gets taken out right away.
Yeah, a little too far forward there. RTZ was giving himself hit in the trees, but Fly getting caught in front of the wave. So obviously have to be careful there. The damage from that nuke for GH and just having the doom sort of breathing down your neck.
I say this Slark, but at the same time too, I think the difference is that top doesn't have kill threat on PL. Actually, I think PL will probably. I think PL will probably farm better because bottom lane has kill threat, right? GH and Mind Control with Inkswell, they can actually kill the Slark. So yeah, I take it back. PL should be able to get a more controlled farm, even though the Underlord is getting more levels, and he has that extra increased damage.
Mid lane at the moment, CS is pretty much even. Arbed and Weehaw, pushing their lanes back and forward. Arbed, of course, just finding that arcane rune, and the bottle is out.
That is the dream. He did get the 2-minute rune. So now that you see that immediately on Nigma, you should identify. Next rune's coming up in minute and a half. You still have some time, but you want to check that rune for your mid player. You want to check it for Weehaw to make sure that he doesn't able to get a refill or get a crazy DD rune or something like that can just win in the lane.
And again, this time GH actually getting low, but it's a bit of a bait. This time Fly doesn't fall for it, does back off. Doesn't get tempted by the low health Grim Stroke, as Fly does not want to give up his life any more times in this bottom lane. Doesn't want to make it that little bit harder for RTZ in terms of giving the enemy off lane a bit of a boost to gold and XP.
Weeha's really starting to take control. That was just literally the bottle. The bottle Arcane is what allowed the Storm to really pull forward there. He's got Arcane Aura now too, but yeah, it's all about that rune now that we will see them check to make sure that he does not get it. And Weeha's going to continue to bully.
Yeah, you're right, just keeping the wave. Shove right in under the tower. Very hard for Arbed to sort of alleviate that pressure on his mid lane. This early stage is just the Storm.
It does look like both carries are farming pretty well, but now RTZ is getting gone on again. The level 2 Inkswell this time will not connect.
But Mind Control just pop us out there. Instantly gets it taken off as now RTZ tries to turn. Fairy Fire from Mind Control as he hides in the trees and runs down RTZ. A little bit with the Scourge though. Stick charges popped and now Fly once again a little far forward. Can he get away? Turns around with the Frostbite. They want to get underneath the tower. It won't be able to get him. The Fly will live. RTZ's going to have the room and space to pop us south, get himself back up to full.
And it does look like, the PL is getting that little bit better farm as, Lich is a better lane secure and there's a better pressure lane on the side of Nigma. So, RTZ is getting affected by it. And as the panel mentioned, Nigma, strong lanes. This is how they wanted to start out. Ready? 1K advantage. The last hit's looking pretty good across the board for them, too.
Yeah, RTZ doing a good job not to do any feeding himself down there at the bottom lane. Keeping his cool mid lane. Arbed getting incredibly low once more. Does have the haste and the bottle charges to play around with.
Is your block bottom?
See if they can get the setup this time. They'll go for the slam with the totem and the right click onto GH. So a very, very important rotation there from Crit, making that lane a little bit easier for his little fishy friend.
They didn't actually end up checking the rune on Nigma, so that's why he did end up getting the haste turn, but either way, Weehaw doesn't care. He's actually still, it wasn't one of those, it wasn't a DD rune or something that makes the lane actually a lot easier. It was a haste that doesn't really affect the lane, except for just a bottle refill. So Weehawk continues to have a good time, and he's going to have a very early level 6.
Bounty range, 3 going the way of Nigma. Ramsey's chasing down Crow a little bit. The Frost Shield's slowing Ramsey's down that little bit. He's still got level 3 Firestone. One more hit and a Firestone could just get this kill. Doesn't want to throw it out. Feels that maybe the damage wouldn't have been there before Crow could have stepped out of it.
Prioritizes the lane farm instead.
Yeah.
It's worth more anyway, right? Like, your kill is not worth as much as those 4 creeps. Or it's pretty close at least.
Yeah, I guess, as soon as you send that Lich back to base, he's just going to be back in the lane full health, full mana, and are ready to start spamming once again.
If he even gets the kill, that is, right? So it looks like Crit he's kind of just playing a little bit quiet here, and he's just going to be playing the stack game for his Storm Spirit. A good way to play our Shaker is playing around stacks a lot of the time, because it helps you get that Blink Dagger. You get that little bit of extra gold jolt from your team farming the stacks. It's always really nice.
We are maybe seeing if he could get involved in something now he's hit the 6.
He definitely poses kill threat. Any lane that he does go versus it is not a top rune, it is a bottom arcane rune. It's a nice one for Abed.
Yeah, he's going to be able to make it there before Weehar's able to step down to the bottom half of the river, so...
He's got a Reaper, he's not going to be able to throw it. That's good, he popped the stick just in case as well, but Weehar's still continuing to chase him forward to make him pop it at least.
Oh, but enough mana to get down to the low ground. It is, it's going to be time that Arbit's going to have to spend either cleaning up some neutral camps or regenning up as Weehar's able to step straight back to the mid lane, continue to just soak up the large amount of farm that he has already. 41 and 11 in that mid lane as the Necrophos.
PL is getting full uncontested farm as Arteezy. He's getting contested very heavily bottom and even might just die here to this pressure too. Uh-oh, a concern for EG at the start. 3k advantage already. A level 7 Phantom Lancer, and that was a level 5 Slark.
Yeah, we're really starting to see the difference between the side lanes now.
Yeah.
Miracle getting the start that he is, and Arteezy will have that slow beginning. Level starting to go up and up for Mind Control, and GH this lane is not going to get any easier for Arteezy.
No, it's a tough matchup to play against, and also in the later stages too, he's always going to have to watch out for Phantom's Embrace. It's a very annoying spell to deal with. Sure, you have attack speed on Slark to kill it, but your Dark Pact will not be removing that. It'll always be a big nuisance. And he's also playing versus Doom. It's not an easy game for the Slark.
Now, especially once Mind Control hits that 6, this is now, it will then be a lane that Arteezy has to be so careful in, and may just have to resort to going around the jungle camps.
I mean, immediately they're just always looking to go for a kill. They just throw out their spells. They've got more than enough mana. They've got stick charges and one charges.
Top Abed, he tried to make a play, but he used all his mana, and that
just sent to the carry.
This is becoming a bit of a disaster for EG.
And Weehaw now, he just runs directly into
Fly,
the shrine.
he's dead again.
And Fly too.
It's all spiraling out of control so fast for Evil Geniuses, as a sequence of terrible events for them right there.
Oh, and Weehaw, he was full HP anyway, but he finds himself a regen rune, denies it away from the storm too. And look at these levels coming out here. Like level 5 on Doom, level 5 on
Look
Grim.
at the farm right there for both Miracle and Weehaw. They're nearly 2k ahead of the counterparts on EG.
Ramses.
The chase with the Frosty Fly will come forward, and that is enough to force Miracle to doppelgang and gang it back in defensively. Doesn't want to continue to push on.
They saw it so quickly because they had the ward. Crit now and knows that immediately. He actually is able to get the D ward because of how quick they backed off when the CM did TP. Now they're going to give Lich the lane though, and PL, he's just going to go hit some jungle creeps. So Miracle's level 8 so early on in the game.
2-level advantage ahead of Slark down on the bottom side of the map. Top lane Ramses is able to get in, finish off Kuro. And may pay with his life here. Even though he has Crimfly by his side, they cannot keep him safe. Ramses is dead. Weehar's coming with a rotation. He's going to chase this with the Ghost Route. They get in on top of him. Crit's trying to run, but he cannot escape. It's another kill for Miracle, now on a killing spree at 9 minutes in.
Uh-oh. This is bit of a disaster here in these first 10 minutes. Paddled had mentioned it. Extremely strong lanes for Nigma, and they're already really starting to snowball out of it here.
Yeah, these moves just aren't working for EG. They assemble both supports top. They're diving in for Kuro, but they end up losing their own lives, and they're going straight towards this PL. That's already having an incredible game.
Yeah, he's level 9. He has two components of his defusal pretty much finished up.
That's terrifying.
Uh-oh. And immediately Ramses, he shows his face.
He can't afford to die again here. Is there any chance for him though? He's by his tower, but they'll pull him back with a sinister gaze. He's just dead once more. Miracle continuing to find all of these kills. that EG is sort of just handing to the bottom.
He's doomed.
He pounced it aggressively. He does have the back with the Fisher, but with the Doom already out, they're going to look for the deny. They're not going to be able to do it. Mind Control gets the kill on Altor. He's chasing down the Crystal Maiden.
Oh my god.
This is turning into it's a train wreck.
It's a 3v1 for Mind Control. Abed shows up. He's like, alright, someone's got to do something here to salvage a little bit of this early game. He's going to try to get at least that kill there. In the meanwhile, though, mid lane, Weehai is pushing, and all the meanwhile, it's Miracle, just absolute free farm, while his lane is getting really heavily pressured.
10 minutes in, it's a 6k lead, all 3 cores, they're at the top already. The 2 top cores are at the top by nearly over 2,000 net worth each. I mean, their items are just going to come so much faster than anything EG's going to have off the back of these lanes.
I'm really worried EG's going to have a tough time coming back in this one, as PO is going to have Diffusal finished up before Slark has anything. So PO is going to be able to join fights and kill Storm Spirit, kill Slark, kill pretty much anybody on the enemy side, while EG is not going to be able to get any great responses. They do have the Shaker. At least they have one of the heroes that is that counter versus the PL, and he is level 6 at least. So maybe it's going to be Isaac.
He's just going in aggressively here, dropping down sides and killing off Fly. I mean, Nigma at this point, they know just kill anything. Anything you see, kill it, because they do not need to save things like the Scythe for the big kills, because they're getting the kills anyway.
Yep. Mind Control, he's built look at this build. Double Bracer, he's got the Ring of Protection, he's got the Crown, he is a very tanky. His armor's a little bit low, but he's still quite tanky, but EG is bringing in a lot of forces.
Let's see if they can get him. This is the right move from EG. They've got to make plays like this. Group up, go for the big kills. Obviously, Weehar and Miracle, they're still the biggest ones, but they've got to look at what's achievable. And killing off Mind Control certainly is. Maybe they'll find Kuro as well. Kuro playing with the idea of throwing out the ult. He will do it, but he will die anyway. Let's see if Nigma can get anything in return, because Abed, he's used all his mana for this attempt, and now he's in trouble. The Soul Rider catching the 2 of them. They get the illusions over, kill off Abed. They'll back off, wait for Fly's ult to go down a bit. Miracles, he's back up to full, so he can just head in right into the Blizzard. He does not care, picks up both kills. Top lane, we are bullying Ramses away.
Right, this is just Nigma all over the place. EG's getting no breathing room at all. I mean, all 3 lanes. They're putting a core in every single lane to make sure that EG can't actually farm in those properly. Because now Doom's available as well, so if you show there, you're going to get Doomed. And Weehai's way too strong to stand up against with any of EG's heroes.
And you saw in that bottom lane like that, it felt like the right play, EG, in this sort of position here. They have to try and commit for the kills that they can get. But the fact that they get it, and Miracle's just, it's so easy for Miracle to make these movements and just come in with the cleanup. And he's cleaning up the big heroes. He's killing Abed again.
I mean, he's level 12. So we talk a lot, 7k gold lead, 7k gold lead. The experience is also like 6,000 experience lead for them too. It's really difficult right now for EG. They have to just like slow down the bleeding, get themselves at least that 1 farm item, because their fighting is just hard. It's way too hard versus this lineup right now, with that start.
Ramses, he's trying to come in, soak up the action on the bottom lane.
Is that a man or?
Yeah, with that diffusal blade at 13 minutes in, there's no hope. A Reaper Scythe used as well to knock Ramses out of the game for 45 seconds. Fly in the jungle, Mind Control and Kuro will finish him off. As this is not the way that EG wanted to start their day. They're getting shaken up real bad.
And they have no way to... You can't fight versus Nigma's draft right now with EG. You have to wait for your items. You need this crit blink dagger. I think it's just full dodge. Don't try to take engagements. Try to look for someone split off by themselves. And Nigma's going to push the issue forward. They're going to put very aggressive deep wards down, as we see them doing already. Just look to keep that movement up. Don't give them any breathing room. Even stealing the Ancients as well. We see Miracle is playing bottom side, so he's able to do that and pressure their tier 2 as well. Abed is cutting some waves. Has to be careful.
Mind Control.
He's in the area.
Yeah, if he gets him with a Doom across the trees, he's hunting.
Arcane Room Doom too would be very nice.
But Rena will spot him, so Abed, yeah, he's not going to get caught out by this. You notice that he's around, so...
They know that Doom is top now, though, so maybe they want to try something bottom, potentially, but Nigma's still very strong.
Yeah, so with this diffusal blade timing on Miracle, it seems almost impossible to try and fight into the PL when he's around. They pull in, crit. He's going to get a couple of spells out here. Soulbind does link, they'll now jump in. Chain Frost is out onto crit, doesn't quite kill him off, so crit will actually live there. It didn't it seems like Miracle stopped attacking him. It was slightly weird there. They let Crit live. They'll get the tower instead, though.
They got what they came for, and they were only shown 4 heroes. They pulled EG's 5 down bottom and still were able to keep that pressure. That means they're not farming very well during that time.
Yeah.
Still a nice win for Enigma.
I guess just not committing on him there. You know, they do know he's got the Echo Slam. You know, they want to make sure that they don't sort of set themselves up for failure. And
yep.
And you know, they don't want to throw the game.
No, they know how far they are. And they have the Doom top, who he was top showing, and he claimed both bounty runes at the same time too. So it's just such a bigger benefit for them to not make any type of creative play. They're in a very commanding position. As an Aquila is also picked up. A Ring of Aquila is picked up for mind control, and
that just gets better for them. Yeah.
There's Grimstroke. He has the Arcane Boots, the Glimmer, and he has the Brooch. So he's loving life.
It's very hard to see really a way for EG to swing this one round, especially just considering the core heroes they have, Slark and Storm. They're not happy bunnies when they're behind.
No, and we're seeing that itemization coming up from Weehawk, even more so to counter the Storm. He's actually going for Atos, an item that we kind of thought might not be seen too often because
he's going to get so quick.
But he's going to be able to like Storm Spirit now. He's just in so much trouble. Because the one thing you could say about Nigma's draft is maybe they have some limited type of disables. They have gaze and stuff like that, but it's a little bit harder to catch the Storm sometimes. But with that, it should be easy. And it works good with Grimstroke ulti. You get the double Atos.
Yeah, 16-minute Atos.
Yeah.
And you're right, just with Soulbind, with it's so much follow-up to use off the back of the Soulbind setups.
He's going to have so much health as well. He's going to be like 2200 plus HP with a pipe. You look at the side of EG, they're mostly magic damage until way later on for the Slark to actually kick in, and Arteezy is nowhere near that point.
Pretty much having that Manta done. Miracle's farm continues at the incredible pace you'd expect when he's had this sort of a start. No faltering from the PL.
Yep.
You know, as I said at the start, we've seen Miracle PL win games where they're like 20k down. You know, you don't have to be an expert to expect what's going to happen when it's been a game when he's been 10k up on his team since the 12-minute mark.
He's Manta Diffusal already. Like, what are you supposed to do on EG right now? You hope to God that Crit has a Blink Dagger so he can land that Echo Slam. He's actually getting kind of close. So there is still that, some small.
I mean, that is the biggest hope. It's all on Crit. Crit needs to find a 5-man slam.
Yep, pretty much. It really seems like it's quite impossible for them at the moment because of how well every single lane went for Enigma. As they set themselves up for it. They set themselves up for these fantastic lanes, and
just gonna have a pause from Kuro. Just needs to make sure that EG's not having any technical issues, as their play has been a rough start. We'll see. It's only game 1 of the best of 3, so yeah, for the EG fans at home watching,
it's game 1. It's game 1 EG.
It's game 1.
It's a warm-up game. People are used to it at times. No, I mean, Nigma has got super good control, and they've not allowed EG to get away with this draft.
I think that it's like Chris there. He's the playmaker. He's the setup. He's going to have to do it from behind, very, very much from behind. But I'll give him the 5% this game. There's a window. There's a chance.
I think 5.
If Nigma overcommit, what do you think? 5's a bit generous?
No, I think 5% is fair. Yeah, I think this PL is just your 2 full items. Your 2 full items on the Slark. The Slark doesn't have Diffusal finished up. You have Manta Diffusal. Yeah, he pretty much has the Diffusal fine, but he's a full Manta ahead of a Slark. Like that's
it, because Arteezy's trying to get his Diffusal done, and it's already that matchup. Slark with a Diffusal versus a PL with a Diffusal. Who's more scary? And then if you say it's not just PL with a Diffusal, he's got an entire top tier item on top of it done as well.
And backup. He's got his team that also has so much farm and different type of team fight items as well, and he has Frost Shield a lot of the times too. So.
I think we are seeing that last pick Necrophos. It was a great pick.
Yeah,
it really was a great pick. It just made sure that Arbed was forced out of the lane very, very early. Sure, Storm, it's whatever, he can catch up in the jungle, but he can catch up in the jungle when he's getting the time to do so. But using every other lane, he's not going to get that time. There's the double scythe and the chain frost out. Both Arbed and Fly dead again. Look at those balls rounds.
The Mud Golem is even better for Kuro.
Easy farm for Kuro. But I would say at this rate, the Mud Golems were worth more than the 2 heroes.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the 5% is looking a little bit ambitious now. Nigma just no mercy.
Not at all.
Arteezy trying to find some places to farm desperately. Trying to find a way to send his courier, or is his courier just at base? I guess he's just leaving his items at base.
It's got a few supply done that.
Okay.
First item is done here for Arteezy. He's ready to commit, at least off the back of crit, getting a dream play.
Who can he go for though, even with
on
this?
crit.
Because they all have so many different defensive aspects already on their team. And Nigma, I don't think that they're really going to split up too much anymore at this point in the game. I think the game's in the bag. You kind of just stick together, take whatever fight you want.
And there we have it again.
Beautiful.
Poor old McGollum's didn't stand a chance.
No. I miss seeing Lich Grimstroke. I just miss seeing Grimstroke.
I mean, well, that is the thing as well. We did talk about it in when we were watching the draft, right? And I'm sure the panel touched upon it. But obviously, EG, they knew that Doom was going to be coming, right? So
Yeah,
they did have the option.
know.
They had the option themselves if they wanted to try and take the Doom away. They didn't. They took the CM. Obviously, that's not the only bit of their problems this game. There's many problems here for EG so far against the drafted Nigma. But without a doubt, Nigma's draft, having these heroes with a Grimstroke, it's just a massive added bonus for them. They got away with a pretty nasty lineup. And we're seeing it in action here right now. EG are struggling heavily. Definitely one of those games when you're this far behind as EG. It's like, well, what do you do? Who's making the calls? Who's making the shouts? How do you sort of get your way out of this?
It is very, very difficult. So I think, for me, I look at this and I'm like, Nigma drafted, like we said it over and over again. Nigma, they drafted some really strong lanes, right? The Grimstroke, the Lich. We've known that Lich is one of those, is the dominant 5 position. It's been like that for the entire set for the last couple weeks now. While we look at EGs, they have a CM and an Earthshaker. These heroes don't contribute this massive amount of help in the lane. CM just spams and secures the range creep. Earthshaker, he doesn't help the lanes that much. So it is a bit of a greedy-esque decision for EG to go for both of those with this type of draft.
You do see, you see sort of the differences here. Nigma, they're sort of destroying them, but they're still having a full-on conversation, keeping their head in the game. As I said, for EGs, what do you talk about? It's hard, right? You're going to feel pretty defeated at this stage of the game to know how far you are behind. Sure, they don't see the numbers at the top, but this is one of those games where you're playing that Radiant lineup, you really feel the disadvantage that you're at right now.
Oh, absolutely.
You feel it massive.
I mean, you feel like you can't fight ever. You probably just feel like this game might be pretty much over, but you have to just try to stick it out, get the fight. At least get a fight when you get your items out, when you get the Blink Dagger on crit. Try to go for that fight to try to bring it back. But yeah, they're definitely feeling pretty dire at the moment.
Yeah.
You see, so pauses, as we all know, pauses sometimes mess with your idea what was going on in the game. Like you said, Nigma was very aware, and they were actually drawing on the map the whole time.
Set out to sort of wrap things up.
Yeah.
You do see a few words being said here by EG as we do get ourselves back into the action. And
they're fighting. They're chasing Fly. He will be able to step away. But we see Nigma, they're just all grouped up, like we mentioned.
Radiant's top tower is under
And they're already looking to set up down bottom. Arteezy. There's a Blink Dagger on the Doom. Arteezy. He's just doomed.
yeah,
And he's dead.
try to push the wave out.
Oh, maybe Crit can get some, dream block?
Even if he does, he's going to tick out anyway, isn't he?
Oh, he gets into the
Shadows.
shadow.
Shadows.
Yep.
Yeah, he's going to be good to go. Not without Blink though. They get it on top of him again. Can Arteezy escape? He's trying to turn at the same time in the jungle. Abed finds Kuroki. Arteezy does end up living. Ramses has had to put himself in a precarious position to help him out. I say that there's some kind of fight onto GH. Abed does lose his life though. We are able to come in and clean him up off the back of the escape. Ramses, he's going for the Rift Tome. He will make it. I don't think they'll have nearly enough damage to take him in time. They do not. He gets out of there. Crit also able to TP out in the trees. So not as big of a disaster as we've seen from previous fights from EG. Sure, it's still pretty bad. They lose Abed, but it definitely could have been worse.
I mean, it was saving Private Arteezy, but you lost your poor Abed in the meanwhile.
Arteezy lives.
Arteezy lives.
And they're straight back. And
this
that's
is
what we got to do. There's no Doom.
Shaker.
Doom has been used. Get the big kills. Look for Miracle. Crit. He's ready to make the jump. There's the lead-in. Straight up with the slam. Fisher combo. Is it enough to lock him down? He gets the chance to match on top of that. It's not enough. Miracle's able to walk away from the fourth. The Weehar's here to offer up the backup to make sure they cannot get past past him. In fact, they turn, jump forward from mind control. They'll kill off Crit. And I think that's pretty much as good as it gets in terms of trying to kill the PL in this game. It's not going to get any easier. You don't kill him there, you're not killing him at all.
Nope. He is at level 17, 200 last hits, 7-0. He's got 2,000 life when they jumped on him. 2,100 HP already on a PL at this point in the game. That is absurd. They threw absolutely everything on him, and it was not enough.
And I think they pretty much timed it all perfectly. There was nothing that was sort of, staggered on top of each other. That was the full potential of their combo.
Yeah. And
it was only 4 of them, right? They didn't have Arbed.
Nope.
So maybe if they have the full 5 of them.
Well, now he's got a Reaver, though.
Yeah, but now they're going to need more than 5 heroes.
And they're just going to look for the fight. They're going up on the high ground here. Onto the Shrine, they don't care.
Crit's able to blink away. But Ramses, he's got no blink, no escape, and no ult. As he will fall, Miracle chases down Fly on the backside of it all. Cypher's out. Ramses dead for 70.
He jumps for a courier, so he will kill the courier that does have blast. He also steals the Ironwood tree from the opposing team, and he gets himself out of there.
And this will be Nigma's Roshan. Unless, TP back to base, so Arbed cannot get over it. We cannot expect any sort of sweet steals. This will be a simple Aegis for Nigma. Miracle will be reaching on that, he's going to be hitting that level 18 in 22 minutes. Him and we are just, it feels like they haven't had to play against any sort of challenge this game. Their game, it couldn't be any cleaner than it is.
Yeah. I mean, all 3 quarters. I mean, mind control, he has died twice, but yeah, they are looking in great shape.
Yeah, I mean, Miracle approaching double the net worth of any of the cores that EG have to show for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty much been there the whole game, right? They were sitting at 5K, he was at net, he was at the 10K, now they're almost at the 8, he's getting close to the, he's at 14-ish plus, he's getting there.
It is very, very scary for EG. But EG, they're holding on. They still have the tier 3s up. The base still has that sort of opportunity of being defended.
Mm-hmm.
Ults are back online. Crit's got his slam ready. We saw what they did with 4 on 1. They're going to need 5 on 1 if they want to take down one of the big cores. I think maybe they can find a window to do it.
Yeah, I think Nigma right now is trying to look for a quick little catch. They can outside the base while PL finishes his heart because he's about to have it done.
Ramses. And he's going to be gone again. Oh, maybe just away. Chain Frost is going to be thrown out. Ramses does fall. Was very necessary from Kuro, as he did need that extra bit of damage to get that kill.
And now the heart's coming out in the PL, and they can now actually threaten the high ground finally. There is this Bloodstone finish done from Abed. But can they stop this push? The sustain coming out from Weehaw. He has the mech, he has the pipe, he has his heals, and it is a 3,000 health PL in a second. Also, I'm sorry, Full Greaves picked up. And yeah, 3155 HP PL.
He's got the level 2 slam crit. It's all on Crit to make the jump happen. Mind's got nearly catching Arbed there as Arbed went for the zip in, zip out. But that is it, the tier 3 gone. On to the Rex. They want to make a move, they're going to have to do it pretty soon, EG. Arbed out once again, looking to have a poke, trying to clear out the wave. Just committing deep with the zip. Doesn't have his TP available for 24 seconds. So he's going to have to take the wall, put the zip back to base. He's just going to focus on cutting the creep wave. But we can see here, Nigma, they've already had enough time to finish the melee ranks off. Mind control diving in close to the tier 4 towers here, beating onto Fly.
I want to get it just before the back door does kick back in. Now, Ramsey stepped up a bit too far.
Maybe underestimating how much Miracle can do. Just managed to escape to the pit. Slow from Fly.
Man, he hits this Underlord so hard. He went for the phase pipe build in this game. I mean, he needs a pipe, but he doesn't have any type of physical resistance, and this PL just eats right through him.
Then he wants this mind control. And he gets the catch on him, but won't be able to do so. Arbed is able to get out on the map, get the bounty rings. Back to Arteezy as well, was able to take that up top. So getting some money for the team.
And now they have BKB on a Slark. Maybe that will allow him to try to enter the fights, but it's still coming. It still just feels impossible.
Sure, like he can maybe commit on one of the supports on the back lines. But even then,
they have defensive items. They both have Glimmer Kicks, and one of them has a Force Staff.
It's not hurting.
No, it's too hard to breach the front roll, and even if you do, hitting the back line is just, it's too difficult because of how much farm they already have on them. So Craig, he's trying to find an opportunity.
Stepping in. Arben's gonna go for the zip, and they're gonna look to focus Miracle. Miracle still has that Aegis though. If they do kill him, they've got to do it twice. RTZ looking to get on top of Mind Control. Another zip in. Mind Control, he's still full health. He's able to turn.
Double
Don't
kill.
go to do the chain frost as well. And he did get the BKB off in time, but Ramses is dead. RTZ has to try and get out of this somehow. Fisher will offer him the safety to escape. Arben in one small. Mind Control getting a little low. Fly stands his ground with the ultimate Miracle. And it's an army of illusions. Fights through it. Kills off the CM. They're back to the barracks. As Nigma will be on the verge of cleaning up a second set here away from EG. And they've got it, Arben. Again, looking to just make sure it's cleaned out. And it is. It's been game over for a while. And EG will finally tap out of this one. And I say game, but this wasn't really a game at all. Nigma, from the lanes onwards, it was their match. I don't know what happened to EG in the first 10 minutes, but the lanes were a disaster. They fell out of control so quickly.
It really did feel like a 90, like almost like a 90-10 draft at the point, right? Just because the lanes just felt impossible. Maybe if EG had tried to find a different way to set up their lanes somehow, but even then, I feel like Nigma just completely had their